during Saturday's Salt Creek Invitational meet. This event brought out more than 600 runners to test themselves on the 3-mile course. And speaking of testing themselves, our own Dave Summers was in the crowded field for the open race to start things off. And at the sound of Frank Prince's gun, the race begins. Talk about a thundering herd. By about midway through the race, Dave's looking pretty good. And at the finish line, it would be the coach for Lewis and Clark High School crossing in great time. Dave would finish in a respectable 47th, not bad. Anyway, next up was the girls' JV race. None of the Rider or Wolf runners would be able to score, but here's how they finished in relation to each other. It was Squim's Sarah Smith, PA's Alicia Akiu, Lindy Jensen, Jenna McFarland, Berna Bordy, and then Squim's Amber McCarter. Port Angeles took 9th place in the boys' JV race. Senior Tyler Childers came across the line in 25th place. Lars White was 41st. Dennis DeLong finished in 50th. Scott Klein was 58th. Kenny Blomberg was 69th. And Jordan Siemens finished the race but was ineligible to score. The girls' varsity race was next. Port Angeles junior Beth Maddie was the one to watch for the locals. She would look strong after the first half, but she'd have some troubles keeping the other runners behind her in the home stretch. She finished in 13th place with a time of 19:22. Squim senior Heidi Colley crossed 62nd with a time of 21:28. Other PA scorers were Kara Hitt, Shannon Durr, Kimberly Spanger, and Frances Lucero. Wolf runners picking up points were Lindsay Triber, Rebecca Spingath, Tamara Williamson, and Quinn Mitchell. The Rider girls were 17th overall, while the Wolf girls finished in 19th. The PA boys varsity team showed some strong running in their race. They'd end up in 4th place overall. Squim is still young and their runners weren't eligible to score. For the Riders, it was James Garlick and Brandon Beatty crossing 24th and 25th, each with a 16:09 time. Squim's Chris Schold was just over his mark last year, this time crossing at 16:22. PA's Frank Prince was 45th, while John DeLong and Nick Vasquez crossed 49th and 50th. Scott Whitmore was 73rd and Austin Blackburn 80th. Squim rounded things out with Gavin Townsley, Aaron Hansen, Kent Schold, and Jay Bragg. PA coach Bob Cheedy and Squim coach Trina Stanglin said they were pleased with the way their team ran, including some personal best times. And this being the beginning of the season, those times will likely improve in the next couple of weeks.